Okay, I'm trying to get the proper, yeah. So, how to preserve food, how to handle food and protect it from microorganisms. Okay, in your book, in page 174, table 3.1, it's very important. It tells you how to handle or preserve food. Canning, sterilization or bottling, pasteurization, ultra-heat, treatment, refrigeration, freezing. It's not clear, but you can see it in your book. Okay, these are the methods used for preserving food, and what is the aim of it? Canning kills microorganisms. To put them in high temperature and take away oxygen. Any can, you can see any food in the can, the oxygen is removed and it's put in high temperature, then immediately can. Boiling, sterilization, also kill. Okay, let's talk about refrigeration. Refrigeration, on the other hand, slow growth of microorganisms. Freezing stops the growth, but it does not kill microorganisms. Okay, what else? Adding salts or sugar. What does it do? Slow the growth. Vacuum packaging, also to stop the growth. When you don't have water, which is moisture, and you don't have oxygen, it prevents the bacteria from growing. Now let's have examples. Let's have examples of microorganisms used in food. Production of dairy products like yogurt. Bacteria is the key player here. It can make something called fermentation, which helps making different forms of dairy products from milk, curd, cheese, butter. Okay, the type of microorganism that is used here is Streptococcus, which is a bacteria. Okay, and it makes for us these organisms. Now, for baking bread, yeast is used. Now it is a kind of fungus. Feeds on the sugar contained in the dough, producing carbon dioxide and alcohol. It is anaerobic respiration. It is called fermentation. It is one type of anaerobic respiration. Now, what happens there exactly? During bread making, the dough is left in a warm place and fermentations happen. However, if the temperature is too high, okay, it will kill the yeast. So we have to put it in a warm temperature only. During fermentation, what happens? Yeast with sugar, what does it do? Sugar will be respired, and CO2 is produced, which will make the dough increase in size. It expands and cause the bread to rise. Alcohol produced during the fermentation evaporates during baking. Alcoholic drinks is also made by this way. They do it with different types to make alcoholic drinks, also fermentation in the site. But in this example, the alcohol is remained, does not go away, and the drinks have alcohol. We have different types. Even bacteria and fungus can be used. What are kinds of these drinks? Wine and beer and etc. etc. Sewage treatment is very important. Microorganism helpful in the environment. It is made for treatment of sewage. Get rid of harmful material. Production of antibiotics and antivirals. Bacteria and viruses are isolated, and then antigens and enzymes are extracted. These antigens help for the development of antibiotics and antiviral. Also, it is used for the biotechnology research. It helps in development of DNA and RNA. for vaccination, to cure disease, and medicine. It's all in the study of bacteria and viruses. This is a part of research. So we have another use of microorganisms. It's called single-cell proteins. Single-cell proteins, it is the crude, very large amounts of protein extracted from microorganisms, culture, okay? And then we dry it and we can use these pure proteins for humans and animals. So the main thing is to produce proteins from microorganisms. For instance, algae, fungus, yeast, bacteria, they have high protein content in their biomass. These microbes can be grown using inexpensive substrate like agriculture waste, wood, sawdust, whatever, corn, and then we take the protein from them and we use it in our food. Microorganisms, they use the carbon dioxide and nitrogen in these materials and convert them into high quality protein, which can be used in supplements in both human and animals. I will give you examples later. Can be already used as achieving, for instance, feed cows, pigs, and breeding fish, and even in animal husbandry, poultry, and cattle farming. Okay, the main types that are used are fungus, yeast, algae, bacteria. Here are the average composition. I removed this because it's not required from you, but just take a look. You can see that bacteria and protein is much abundant. For fat, you can see algae, ash, fungus. Nucleic acids, we think we have bacteria and fungus has much more nucleic acids than the others. Okay, they are a big, very important aspects for using. Why do we use proteins, for instance? Why do you use this technique? We use it as a source of okay. Now, when we produce this type of proteins, okay, we also have to sterilize it from the bacteria. Okay, we filter it and we sterilize it, and we purify the proteins and use it. What are the applications? Instant energy, protein energy to make muscles, extremely good for healthy eyes and skin. It's used in beauty products, provide best protein supplements for food for undernourished children, serve as a good source of vitamins, amino acids, minerals, and crude fibers. You see these tablets that you use, it is from single cell protein production. Okay, let's see what is the application in other things, in medicinal aspects. Controlling obesity, lower blood sugar, reducing body weight, prevent accumulation of cholesterol in the body. These also tablets that you buy from the pharmacy and is made from single cell protein. Cosmetics, healthy hair, you sometimes use proteins, you need creams, and production of, for instance, bio lipsticks, herbal face cream, etc. also can be taken from single cell protein. It's also served an excellent and convenient source of protein and other nutrients for persons who are vegetarians. and also for kettles and